The next card you have is your current position coming in the month. Well, that makes perfect sense. You have the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo's card. So you could be dealing with Virgo in Earth energy. The Hermit is about going back into solitude. It's kind of like going into a man cave and saying, man or woman cave, and saying, I'm not dealing with this right now. I don't have the time, the energy. This is about a spirituality. This is about wisdom. This is about trying to figure out what you need, what's going to work best for you, and where you can go from here. So if you're single, I definitely feel like a lot of you have chosen not to date, or if you are dating, you're being very selective, or if you are dating, you're online maybe once every, couple of days, or maybe once a week. You're just kind of seeing what's out there, but you're not like urgent to meet somebody because you've been dealing with some crap, it feels like. And you're just coming into this month going, I will not deal with this again. So if that means I have to kind of hide out, if that means I have to play low key, I will. It's not that you're not interested in love, because the Hermit is somebody who comes out of this in a better place. But this is you saying, okay, there's obviously something I'm not necessarily doing right, or I'm not understanding, or I'm not seeing. And so I need to take a step back so I can understand what direction I'm going. And for some of you, you're not even sure what direction, because one minute you're like, hey, I really want a serious relationship. And the next minute you're like, oh, those take a lot of work and I have a lot going on and the holidays are coming up and maybe there's kids involved, etc. So you're kind of not sure. Therefore, you're getting kind of a skiwampus response from people that you're connecting with. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this definitely says you're hiding out. And I really think you should. Not hiding out in a scared, like, wimpy way. The Hermit is a very strong character. If you haven't met a Virgo before, meet one, because they definitely have their ducks in a row. They know what they're doing. They're just not willing to put up with any bullshit to get what they want. And so this is you being closed off saying, you're not going to hear anything about me. You're not going to hear what I'm doing on Facebook. You're not going to hear what I'm doing on Instagram. All that is completely cut off because you screwed me here somehow. And that's a pretty big deal. The Four of Cups is like you really took advantage of me. And now you think you're going to find out what I'm up to or where I'm going or who I'm with. You're sorely mistaken. That's not happening. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. So you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is growth. It's partnership. It's teamwork. So this is what you want. This is an internal. This is a mental. So if you're single, you're saying, I want somebody to develop a pretty exclusive, relationship here. Whether your idea down the road is marriage, whether your idea down the road is just having a partner in crime to hang out and adventure with for the rest of your life. This is you seeing where you want to be. You know what you want. The best thing about the Sagittarius is that even though you're a hermit trying to figure out where you're going and like what you want right now, this is the long term. You know what you want long term. You're just not sure how to get it now. You're just not sure if you're ready for it now, or vice versa. If you're meeting people that you could even possibly consider being ready for. But again, this is setting those long-term goals. This is planning, but this is knowing that it's a partnership. It's teamwork. It definitely takes two people to tango to go to the area that you want to go in your romantic life. You're just not meeting anybody who kind of fits that mold that you thought you would end up with. And not that you're going out going, well, he or she has to be this tall and this, you know what I mean? This is you going, I really want to develop something with somebody, but I've had to deal with this. So I'm feeling like maybe I'm going to hide out a little longer. Okay. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is what you wanted. You wanted the teamwork. You wanted all of that. You were there. You were strong. You were saying, I'm willing to put the work, the dedication, all this into it. And you ended up with this apathy situation with, again, taking for granted, feeling like, you totally screwed me. I wasted all my time. I wanted this. I saw us going in this direction and you screwed me. So screw you. And that's the energy I'm picking up right now is like, hey, go suck an egg. The next card you have is your distant past over the past 5-10 years. It could be your childhood. Now, I always read this together, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, because this generally isn't the person you're looking to reconcile with right now. But this is the universe's card coming in saying, this is either a pattern you don't want to repeat from the past, or this is something that you want to engage in this month and remember so that you carry it in the future. The Knight of Cups is whimsy, it's romance, it's fanciful, it's dreaming. So bring that in. This ties exactly to what I'm talking about here. What do you want? Where do you see yourself, Sag, 20 years from now? Where are you going? Don't, even though you feel wishy-washy and unsure and you've had all this going on, where do you want to be? The Knight of Cups is saying, What did you dream about 5 or 10 years ago? This is not where you thought you were going to be right at this moment. Think about it. Is this where you thought you were going to be? And we all do it. I'm not where I thought I was going to be. A million people are not where they thought they were going to be, but you can make it happen. Now is the time to really embrace what you want. Whether he or she or anybody is along with the ride, whether you're looking to reconcile or looking for love, it doesn't matter. If you make your dreams start coming true, you start planning your goals and your future, the right person will come in at the right time, that divine timing, to go along with that dream, to go along on that ride with you. It shouldn't be forced. It should be you get your life and all they do is add to it. They don't take away from it. They don't stress you out. They don't make it worse. It's succinct. It's a puzzle piece. It falls in place the way it's supposed to. The next card you have is your immediate past. So over the past few weeks, past month or two, and you have the Queen of Cups. Very interesting. You have some water energy going on here. Several. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Now, the Queen of Cups is somebody that's very mysterious. Somebody that is spiritual. So you have two spiritual cards coming up here. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is not letting all of their intentions known. So if you're single, I definitely feel like you either taking a break or you're being this mysterious person online. Like people are chatting you up. What do you like? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself? And you're like, I'm good. And they're like, well, what do you want to do in life? A lot. Like you're giving them the minimal. But I kind of feel like you need to do that to protect yourself, because whoever these people are that you met before, that you were like, oh, I'm looking for family and I want to develop this special relationship and I want to meet somebody that I could grow old with, this future I could see. People all of a sudden were like stepping off, and not because of you, but because they weren't in that same situation. But it came across as like, oh, you want to come hang out with me, but you only want to hang out when you want to hang out. Like you don't actually want to progress into something else. So the Queen of Cups is saying you're keeping mum. And I actually think that's very good. Even if you come out of the solitude and start dating, and some of you have already, keep mum. Make them work for it. Make them be attentive to you, because I feel like that's the theme of fire signs this month, is that you guys give, sacrifice. I think Leo and Aries both got like the hangman, which is sacrificing, like you're putting yourself on the line and you're going for it, and then people are taking advantage, and now you're like, hell no, I'm not doing this anymore. You want to be with me? Come work for it. Now, if you're single, or sorry, if you're looking to reconcile, this is you closed off. This is definitely you. You're not going to find out what I'm doing on Facebook, no Twitter, no nothing. My friends aren't going to say anything. And so the Queen of Cups is you saying, look, again, same thing. You want it, you need to work for it, because whatever this is a betrayal that was deep. Now, for some of you, you're going to be like, Dark Dove, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. We just had a fight. Okay, again, it's general. But for a lot of you, this card represents being taken advantage of. It's somebody who's very self-absorbed. It's a narcissist, and that's who you were dealing with. So this is you shutting off from that narcissism energy and saying, you know what? Screw you. Go take care of yourself. But they can't. That's the problem here. This person cannot let you go because you're the only person who actually ever treated them in a way that they could be themselves, wholly and completely around you. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months to the end of the year, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a generosity. This is a nicety, if you will. This is you saying, okay, you know, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good. So I feel like you'll come out of this shell that we talked about, this hermit, this solitude. You'll come out of that feeling a little more generous. And I think that the holidays here in the US might have to do with it, might have something to do with it. Again, because this is over the next few months. And so I definitely feel like you're going to have a turn of, if you're single, like somebody's going to kind of bring out that generosity. Somebody's going to make you want to feel, like kind of, it's a success. It's an accomplishment. It's an abundance. Okay. So somebody's going to make you feel like you're successful in yourself, and not that they need to, because this is coming within too, because this is an earth sign card, and earth signs have that success automatically. It's drawn to them. And the Nine of Pentacles is saying, look, if you're single, you will have a healthy relationship. You'll meet somebody that you can plan and have these goals with. But I think the best thing you're doing is protecting yourself right now from this type of person. And I feel like for some of you, this person is still lingering. What are you doing? Cut them off. Go in solitude. Don't let them have anything to do with you. Don't let them know what you're up to, because they seem to kind of always get an in, and you're like, well, all right, I'll talk. And then no, this is saying, look, there's somebody out there that's going to be very like you're going to feel satisfied with. They're going to feel satisfied with you. And it's an abundance. It's a feeling like giving your love to them, or at least getting to know them, where you're coming out of this right now. You're at a point where you're like, I'm not going 50-50. You're going to have to come 70 and I can only go 30 because of this crap right here. That's all I'm capable of. And this person's actually going to put in the work and make that happen. This is abundance. Again, it's success. But whatever this is that's dwelling, and maybe you've already gotten rid of it, but for some of you, and you know who you are, you're not. You know that song, No Rules or whatever, where she's like, you know, if you get under him, you're not getting over him type deal. That's going on for some of you right now. So stop it, and then you can have this. If you're looking to reconcile, this is a satisfaction that can come, but there's major changes that need to be made, and major changes. I mean, this may take some serious time. If you really want to be with this person, or you feel like they're your twin flame energy or whatever, and you still have this strong connection after all of this, and some of you, again, it's this narcissistic energy and you have dealt with a lot. If you feel like you can get to this point with them, they've got to work it. Like, no exceptions. Picking up the phone and having a conversation or texting you is not enough. They need to show more. The next card you have is your immediate future. So the next few weeks throughout the month of November, and you have the Magician. I love this. The Magician is an amazing card. This is manifesting what you want. The Magician can turn water into wine. The Magician can do and have what they want. If you're single, put out into the universe exactly what you expect to get back. Think about these goals, these dreams. Put that out there and you will get that back. Stop wasting your time with people who are not organic and who are not giving you what you deserve. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. Leave this situation behind. Go out, do things good for you. I'm not saying going out and cheat and whatever, so the cross watchers don't need to get all paranoid about that. But go out, and this person that you're connected with is not somebody that you can go out and do that with anyways. You're not looking to go out and screw a bunch of people or date a bunch of people. But the Magician is saying, look, you need to start manifesting your goals and your dreams. And if this person is willing to put the work in and put the sacrifices in and understand that now's your time, then great. Then they can come along for the journey. And if they're not, you'll just continue to manifest until you get to the point where you'll have an abundance or satisfaction with somebody else. The next card you have is your current, is anything tangible coming into the month. So anything throughout November that you're going to face that's actually a tangible situation. You have the Two of Swords. I'm so sorry, but I have been so sick. My son has been so sick. So I'm like rambling. My throat is clogged. Anyways, the Two of Swords makes perfect sense at this position for you, whether you're single or looking to reconcile. These are decisions. The Two of Swords is making decisions, but feeling like a prisoner in them, not knowing which way to go. So if you're single, this is you coming out. This is a duality. It's decision making. It's a choice or a stalemate. So this is either you can come out of this situation and decide that you want to date a little bit, but again, hold this mystery, and then you won't feel like you're at a stalemate. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you're thinking this is all you deserve, or not that you think that that's all you deserve. You're a fire sign. You would never breach your confidence like that. But this is all you've been getting, so this is all you're going to end up with. That's what you're thinking to a certain extent. And this Two of Swords is saying, get back out there one more time. Come on, you can do it, because this abundance and satisfaction is out there. Again, this is a duality. It's a decision. But I also think it's a decision to cut this type of crap out of your life. Because regardless, we always tend to hope that we can change somebody, even though they're telling us their stripes. They're showing us their stripes. It's somebody telling you what they think you want to hear, which seems to be repetitive for fire signs this month. People coming in and saying, oh, I want this with you and I want this with you. And you going, well, maybe they do. And you're kind of, again, giving them the benefit of the doubt, trying to see the best in people, and they're showing you their true colors. So make a decision to cut out the bullshit, to come out of the solitude, keep the mystery, and find the abundance. Manifest what you want. You also have to make sure you're putting that out there. Because if you're just assuming this is all you're going to end up with, then that's the energy you're putting out there, and that's all you're going to end up with. If you put out there exactly what you're looking for, this romance, these goals, that's what you'll get. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, the Two of Swords says, hey, you need to make a decision based on the facts right now. Now, this isn't a decision that necessarily is going to be long-term, that you could never have this with that person. But right now, I think you need to make the decision to keep them cut off. I think that they're almost going to say, well, do you want me or not? And your reaction is going to be, well, no, because you haven't proven to me what you're willing to change or the sacrifices you're willing to make after all of this crap. So no. it's not, again, it's not a permanent decision, but I think it's going to be the decision you're going to need to make right now to be healthy, mentally stable, etc. for yourself. Now, the next card you have is anything you're going to feel throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end, last for a day, an hour, etc. I hope this lasts the entire month. This is a Fool card. This is a major arcana. This is the beginning of the major arcana, meaning a beginning of a new cycle, new life. Again, this is internal, so this is what you want. Whether you're single or looking to reconcile, you want a new beginning. If you're single, you want to come out of this mucky energy and have this. So this is saying, okay, even if it's baby steps, pitter patter, you know, you like, here's your new beginning. You can see it. You need to recognize what it is you want and go after it. Manifest it like a fool. I mean, this is 1 and 2. These are the first 2 cards in the major arcana. Nothing better than that. This is a new beginning, your path, you're choosing. So cut out the other crap and don't let it interfere with what you want. If you're looking to reconcile, this is a new beginning you want with that person. However, you're understanding that there are certain places you want to go, certain things you want. And if they're not going to help the situation, if there's no satisfaction with them, if there's no abundance, if there's no accomplishment with them, then you may end up needing to cut them out. And right now, I think you will. Will it be forever? I don't feel like this is a forever situation, but I think you're doing this because this is what you need. And right now you're putting yourself first after some tumultuous situations where you weren't first. The next card you have are your hopes and fears to the outcome of the month. All right, so you have the Queen of Swords. She is not necessarily hostile, but she's very willing to tell you exactly how she feels. Sorry, there is my air going on outside, which I don't know why, because the windows are all open. So if you can hear that in the background, I apologize. It's been a crazy night. All right, so the Queen of Swords, again, is somebody who is very critical, but also very clear. They know what they want. They know what they're going after. So if you're single, you almost feel a little like hesitant because you are being mysterious, because you are saying, nope, 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 whatever you're doing. If you're online dating, if you're meetup groups, you're kind of like, nope, been through this before, not doing it. Nope, da, 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 da. Now, she can also be confrontational, which I feel like, again, and some of you who know this, hopefully resonates with majority of you, this person you've been dating, talking to your friends with benefits, whatever, they now want answers. They're like, well, why not me? And you're like, because I want this new beginning, because I want this, and you don't give it to me. And so you may find yourself at some point going, hey, you need to leave me alone, or we need to have this conversation. You need to know this is not happening. Like, we're not this anymore because you give me this, you don't give me all this. And that's really important to recognize. And I think that you're going to do something about it. If you're looking to reconcile, it's very similar. There's going to be some sort of communication. You may already be communicating, and there's going to be some criticalness. You're going to be like, hey, no, like this, I won't go through again because, oh, I'm sorry, Sag, but it just makes my stomach like, ugh, because I feel like it's just time and time again. Like you guys broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. He or she lied and then cheated, and maybe you forgave them, and then you came back and you were like, all right, well, I'll forgive you. And then you find pictures in their phone, or this happens, or whatever. And it's like an endless cycle. And this is you going, God, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Screw this. I'm done. Like, that's literally, I feel like screaming at the top of my lungs right now. I'm being like, fuck you. Like, how much do you think you can put me through? You think I'm always going to be there for you because I always have been. But guess what? I'm not this time. I can have a new beginning if I want it. Now, again, not saying that connection is totally over, but right now I think it needs to be.